Attention duelists. Phoenix here, bringing you the Master. Duel Monday. Wrong button. You fool. You clown. You're embarrassing yourself. Let's try the correct button. Let's get into the games. Hope you all had a solid weekend. I spent mine getting into Magic. The card game, not the dark art. Tournament player. Love to hate to see it. Opponent plays Terraforming. Well, you still can, I guess, because it's hitting the ban list soon. Ash Blossom on the Terraforming. Player summons Rhino Heart. Rhino Heart pitch Merlee. Merlee effect. Fuse with the Rhino Heart. This is our first Jailment Mirror. Got the new rule for only doing 3 at most. Make Kit Kat. Kit Callus effect. Adding a Merlee. Kit Callus then use effect. Target self. Summon Merlee from the hand, sending itself away. Kit Callus for being sent away effect will activate with Merlee as Chainlink 2. Merlee will send away Havness. Kit Callus will send away more. Havness effect, fusing itself with Kit Callus. Make Rukalos. Pass turn with Rukalos and Merlee on board. They got any Shizu cards in the grave. They got 2 Medoras and a Keldo. Duelist B activates. Terraforming does get their Paralino. Paralino activate, add Rhino Heart. Summon Rhino Heart. Havness activate in response. Summon self, mill a few. Rhino Heart, mill a few. Rhino Heart milled Merlee. Opponent also milled Merlee. Duelist A will chain Kelbeck. Duelist B will chain Kelbeck to Kelbeck. Rukalos will chain to Kelbeck. Rukalos resolve, negating the second Kelbeck. First Kelbeck will go through. Both players mill more. Duelist A's Merlee will do a fuse between itself and Sharon, making Kit Callus once more. And Duelist B's Merlee will fuse itself with Merlee, making their Kit Callus. Kit Callus from Duelist B will activate with Kelbeck chaining. Duelist A's Kelbeck is Chainlink 3. Duelist A's Havness as Chainlink 4. And Celiac as Chainlink 5. Duelist B, Mudora chaining as Chainlink 6. Duelist A, chaining Keldo, Chainlink 7. Duelist B, Agido, Chainlink 8. Duelist A, Maxi, Chainlink 9. Maxi resolves. Agido resolves, summoning itself, and summoning back Keldo. Keldo resolve, spin a few. Mudora resolve, spinning a few. Celiac resolve, add Rhino Heart. Havness resolve, stopped. Kit Callus mill a few. Kelbeck mill a few. Kit Callus add. New chain starting. Celiac in the grave from Duelist B. Sharon from Duelist A. Keldo from Duelist B is Chainlink 3. Keldo resolves. Spins a few. Sharon whiffs. Celiac add Havness. Rhino Heart and Agido will then overlay. Make Abyss Dweller. Set 1. Move to battle. Kit Callus will smack against Kit Callus, doing damage but not destroying. And Abyss Dweller will rage slap at Merlee. Monsters are not destroyed. Set 2, pass. Player fires off Abyss Dweller during the draw phase. A little too late, bud. Duelist A activates Children's Scream, summon Agido. In response to Scream, Heartbeat will activate. Heartbeat, spin away Scream, pitch 1. Scream does not resolve. Player activates Celiac. And then 5 monsters use as link material for Underworld, Goddess of the Closed World. Havness will activate in response to Goddess. Summon self, send away. Goddess effect then go through. Merrily activate from the grave. Kelbeck chaining. Kelbeck send away cards. Merrily do a fuse with Sharon, Merrily, and Rhino Heart. Make Kaleido Heart. Kaleido Heart on summon. Target the goddess. Fulfillment Scream chaining. Adds Crime. Blood Heart does bounce Goddess. Player moves to battle phase, moves to end battle phase, activates evenly matched. Send away all cards except for Kaleido Heart. During the end phase, Mudor will activate, targeting opponent's Mudor and one of their own. Duelist A set card, pass to Duelist B. Duelist B add. Draw Ash Blossom. Swing with Kaleido Heart. Main phase 2, sets Crime, passes back to Duelist A. Duelist A draw. Activate Chillement Scream. Activate Foolish Burial Goods. Ash Blossom say no. One card on the hand, one face down. Let's see if it does anything. Summons Rhino Heart. Chillement Scream will chain. Both resolve. Scream send away card. Rhino Heart send away card. Send away Sharon. Sharon effect will activate. Sully was sent away by Scream, which will be channeling 2. Avernus was also sent away, channeling 3. Mudora chained from Duelist B, targeting a couple of Duelist A's. Duelist A will use their own Mudora, targeting a couple of Duelist B's. I wouldn't shuffle those back if I were you. Second Mudora goes through. First Mudora goes through. Avernus whiffs. Soliak adds another Rhino Heart. And Sharon does nothing. Duelist A, pass turn. Duelist B, draw Shadow Beast. Move to battle, Kaleido Heart, swing over Rhino Heart. Pass turn. We know Duelist A has Rhino Heart in hand, draws 1. Summons their Rhino Heart, attempting to repeat their Scream play from last turn. Same chaining, Rhino Heart 1, Scream 2, sends away a Max C. Rhino Heart sends away Mare Lee. Nope, that's Havness. They all look the same and I can't read. Chillement Crime in response to Havness. Negate, send her back. Shadow Beast was sent to the graveyard, lets them draw. They draw out Gravekeeper's Trap. Draws again. Now it's Duelist B's turn. Sets the trap, moves to battle, swings Kaleido over Rhino Heart once more. Duelist A's turn. During the end phase, though, they're going to use their Mudora, spin their own 3 Rhino Hearts back into the deck. Uses Keldo to spend 3 more cards. Both resolve unimpeded. Now they draw for turn. Activates Primeval Planet Paralino, adding Rhino Heart. Summon Rhino Heart. Rhino Heart Scream for the 3rd turn in a row. Let's see if it matters this time. Scream send away a few. Rhino Heart send away Mare Lee. Mare Lee effect. Sharon effect. Duelist B firing off a Max C in response to Mare Lee. Duelist A using their own Mudora. Feels like a waste. Sending back their own Kit Kalos and 2 of the opponents. Mare Lee will do a fuse between itself and Supreme Sea Mare, making Kit Kalos. Sharon will then fuse itself with Rukalos, making Predaplant Dragos Depelia. Kit Kalos on summon effect will activate. Paralino's effect for a Chillement monster being fusion summoned will activate. Targeting Gravekeeper's Trap, which is then activated. Paralino pops the trap. Kit Kalos sends away a card, which is Havness. Havness will then fuse itself with Rhino Heart and Sharon, making their own Kaleido Heart. Kaleido Heart bounce Kaleido Heart. Move to battle. Swing Kaleido 35. Dragos Depelia 32. And Kit Kalos 2800 and game. Duelist A was able to make the comeback by doing the same move 3 turns in a row. Chillement is dumb. I hate it. Like many people in this beautiful country of ours, I seek to share my hatred with the world. Another Chillement player. Opponent summons Summoner Monk. Max C in response to the Monk. Max C does resolve, so the Monk's funk is interrupted by Max C. Goes to defense mode, activates D Fissure, not summoning anything. Pass. Wow. Player sets Imperm in the same column as D Fissure, sets a Rhino Heart. Passes. Summoner Monk will now use its effect, pitching Prohibition, summoning Girsu, the Orcust Mech Knight. which will send away World Legacy Memories. Girsu and the Monk will then make Lib the World Key Blade Master. Lib will set World Legacy Memory. Activates a second D Fissure in the middle column, which shares a column with Rhinoheart. Summons Mech Knight Indigo Eclipse. We have an actual World Chalice player here. Indigo Eclipse will swing at the Rhinoheart, switch itself to a different column, pop Rhinoheart, which is then banished, and then Lib goes direct. The double D Fissure is spicy tech. Activates World Legacy Memory. Sorry, Duelist A pass turn Duelist B activates World Legacy Memory, summoning Purple Nightfall. Tier player drawing a Guardian Slime. Summons Kelbeck. Purple Nightfall will activate its effect. Indigo Eclipse will chain. Sliding Nightfall. Nightfall will then bounce itself away, add Blue Sky. Duelist B will use Foolish Burial of Goods, which will send away Gravekeeper's Trap. Pass to Duelist A. Purple Nightfall comes back, activates Prohibition, declaring the Golden Sword Soul. That's a weird one to call out. Purple Nightfall uses effect. Indigo Eclipse will chain. Indigo Eclipse will slide Nightfall. Purple Nightfall bounces stuff away, adds another Indigo Eclipse. Prohibition resolves now. Summon the Purple Nightfall, or second Indigo Eclipse, which will then overlay with itself to make Dingirsu. Dingirsu will target the Imperm, send it away. Special summons Blue Sky from the hand. Blue Sky adds Red Moon. Dingirsu will then Xyz further the number 84 Pain Gainer. It will detach unit to pop the Kelbeck. Lib will set World Legacy Secret. Pain Gainer will Xyz even further, making number 77 the Seven Sins. 4,000 attack points. Swings with number 77. Opponent summons a Guardian Slime. Guardian Slime will then boost its defense points to match Lib, so it's not disturbed by battle, but then Blue Sky is able to swing over it. Then, in main phase 2, the number 77 will turn into AA Zeus. Mech Knight Blue Sky and Lib will then link together for Mech Knight of the Morning Star, which will then banish a Red Moon from the hand to add a World Legacy's Memory to hand, which then sets and passes. Tier player summons Rhinoheart. Player will then chain World Legacy Secret. Secret will summon back Indigo Eclipse. Rhinoheart's effect is negated thanks to the Secret. Rhinoheart will slap itself into Morning Sun. Sorry, Morning Star. World Legacy's Memory will activate, summoning another Indigo Eclipse, which is then returned to the hand. Passes turn to the Mech Knight player. Purple Nightfall comes back, moves to battle, with Morning Star going for the final hit. Dimensional Fissure carried that match super hard for the Mech Knight player, but I support them for adapting their deck to play against Tearlament. Does that make me a biased judge? Yes. Third Tearlament player of the day. Opponent summons Quackymare Guardian, activates that Grassless Screener, which does resolve, sending away a bunch. Their own Rhinoheart will activate, summoning itself back, pitching Sharon from the hand. Rhinoheart's on summon will activate. Opponent will activate Havness and chain an Imperm. Chain 3, targeting Rhinoheart. Rhinoheart is stopped. Havness is summoned, sending away a few. Celiac was sent away, which will add a Sharon. Opponent will banish a couple, summon Block Dragon. Summons back the Cardorhin. Cardorhin and Block Dragon will then link together for Sprite Elf. Block Dragon's effect will activate, adding Adamantipator Researcher, another Cardorhin, and Gigantes. Adamantipator Researcher will summon itself using its effect. Special summons a Seeker from the hand using its effect. Seeker will do its Excavation. They got a hit. Summon Xenoguitar. Xenoguitar and Rhinoheart are going to overlay together, make Abyss Dweller. Banishes a few, summoning Block Dragon again. Block Dragon and Adamantipator Seeker are going to sync together. Make Sword Soul Supreme Sovereign Cheng Ying. Adamantipator Research will then do its excavation. Got a hit, summons a Xenoguitar. Xenoguitar and Researcher will then link together, making IP Masquerena. Xenoguitar's effect will activate, adding back Adamantipator Analyzer, putting a card on top. Banishes a few to summon Block Dragon. Cheng Ying's effect will activate, banishing the Havness and the Sulliek. IP, Kwakimeru, and Block Dragon will then all link together. Make Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess. Banishes a few, summon back Block Dragon. Sprite Elf uses its effect, targeting Cyframe Gear Gamma. Gamma and Block Dragon are then going to sync together. Make Baron de Fleur. Duelist A is looking good. Growth return, Abyss Dweller will fire off its effect during the draw phase. Xenoguitar was detached, its effect will activate, add back Kwakimeru Guardian. Put a card on top of the deck. Stand by. Player activates Sharon's effect. Appaloosa say no. Activate Triple Tactics Talent. Baron will say no to that. Moves to battle phase, moves to end of battle, activate Evenly Matched, sends away everything but Supreme Sovereign Cheng Ying. Passes turn to Duelist A. Duelist A summons Kwakimeru Guardian, banishes a few, summons back Block Dragon. Xenoguitar was banished, send away Revival Golem. Revival Golem was sent to the grave from deck to graveyard, special summons itself. Swing with the Guardian, swing with Cheng Ying, and swing with Block Dragon for game. Adamantipator Pile Grass beats Tier. We got Sprite Frog. Opponent activates A Hero Lives, summoning Stratos. Stratos is on someone will activate, but hit by Imperm. Or not Mask Change, let's tag him out for Blast. Stratos go away. Blast is on board. Stratos effect will activate, adding Vion. Summons Vion. Vion will send away Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist effect will activate. TD Crow will activate in response, targeting Shadow Mist. That's not going to stop that. Shadow Mist is banished, and then they will add Liquid Soldier. Activates Triple Tactics Talent to draw, look at the opponent's hand and rip a card. Sends away Sprite Starter. Vion will then banish Stratos, add Polymerization. Activate Polymerization, using Blast with Liquid. Makes Sunrise. Sunrise on someone will activate. Liquid Soldier Chaining. Draw one, pitching Denier. Sunrise, add Miracle Fusion. Activate Miracle Fusion, using Blast and Liquid Soldier again, making Absolute Zero in defense mode. Sunrise and Vion will then link together, making Verte Anaconda. Verte uses its effect, pay 2,000, send away Fusion Destiny, fuse Malicious with Dynatag. Make the DPE. Royal Rare. DP will then use its effect unnecessarily, popping itself and Verte. Sets 2, passes. DPE then brings itself back. Opponent summons Swap Frog. Swap Frog send away Swap Frog. Special summons out Nimble Beaver, and the special summon Swap Frog by pitching Ronan Totem. DP will activate in response, popping itself and Absolute Zero. Nimble Beaver will summon another Nimble Beaver. Absolute Zero left the field, so its effect will activate to do a board web of monsters. And DPE will activate to summon itself back on the next turn. Absolute Zero blows up the board. Turn ends. Passes back to the hero player. They're at 2,000, by the way. DPE comes back. Banishes their Malicious to summon Malicious. Denier in the grave will summon itself back. Put a banished Malicious on top of the deck. Malicious and Denier are then going to link together, making Cross Crusader. Cross Crusader will target Malicious in the grave, summon it back, then Tribute Malicious, add Ferris to hand, summon Stratos. Stratos add Shadow Mist, activate Ferris's effect, pitching Shadow Mist, summoning Ferris. Shadow Mist will activate, chaining off of Ferris's on summon. Shadow Mist add Honest Neos. Ferris setting Increase. Ferris and Cross Crusader link together, make Wonder Driver. Increase will tribute Stratos, summon itself to the zone Wonder Driver points to. This will let them add Polymerization, and Increase's effect will summon a second Vion from the deck. Polymerization is set. Vions on summon will activate, sending away a Dusted Gold. Malicious will banish itself again. Summon Malicious. Malicious and Wonder Driver link together, making Dread Decimator. Dynatag in the grave will banish itself, bumping up DP by 1,000. Swings with Dread Decimator, pitches Honest to bump up Dread Decimator to 6,200, and punching with DP for the follow-up and game. Hero beat Sprite. One second, just doing stuff behind the scenes. Perfect. Back into the action. Another tier player. Summons Rhino Heart. Rhino Heart send away Merlee. Merlee effect, fuse itself with Haveness in hand. Make Kit Kalos. Kit Kalos effect, add Merlee. Kalos use effect, target self, send self to grave, summon Merlee. Merlee is on summon activate, Kit Kalos sent away activate. Merlee mill a few. Kit Kalos mill a few. Kelbeck effect activate from the grave. Selik chaining for being sent. Sharon effect activate for being sent. Sharon fuse self with Kit Kalos. For Rukalos. Selik effect, add another Sharon to hand. Kelbeck, send a few more. It looks like the opponent's on branded. Hang on, wind it back. Agito was sent away. Its effect mill even more. Opponent has lost 3 Fallen of Albaz. That'll interrupt a lot of their start. Haveness was sent away. Its effect will activate, fusing itself with Sharon from hand, making another Kit Kalos. Rhino Heart and Merlee will then link together. Make Sprite Elf. Set 3 and pass. Dual speed draw for turn. Activate Fright for Patchwork. Sprite Elf will chain, targeting Merlee. Branded opening chains to the Sprite Elf. Pitches Edge of Chain, summoning Aluber. Merlee is summoned. Patchwork will then add Polymerization and another Edge of Chain. Aluber's on summon will activate. Edge of Chain that was pitched will then activate in the chaining. Merlee's on summon will activate to mill more. Edge of Chain, adding another Fright for Patchwork. Aluber, adding Branded Lost. Kelbeck in the grave will activate, mill more. Despian Tragedy was milled. Effect will activate. Agito's effect chaining. Agito mill even more. Strategy's effect does nothing. Player has no more cards to add. Oh, they have 9 cards left in deck. That's horrible. Merlee will activate with Haveness chaining. Haveness fusing with Kit Kalos on board, making Dragos Depelia. Merlee and Grave doing a 3-part fusion of itself, Rhino Heart and Sharon for Kaleido Heart. Cloudheart on summon, bounce Aliber back to deck, spin Aliber, activates Branded Lost, summon Edge of Chain, activates Branded in white. Rukalos will chain to the Branded in white. Branded white, banish 2 Fallen of Albaz from the graveyard. Make Lubellion the Searing. Lubellion's effect activate, pitching Fright for Patchwork, fusing itself with Fallen of Albaz. Make Mirror Jade the Ice Blade. Activates effective Albion, the Shroud in hand, sending away Screams of the Branded, putting itself back in deck. Adding Ecclesia. Summon Ecclesia, activate Polymerization. Make Guardian Chimera. They are desperate for answers. Branded Lost effect activate, Chimera chaining. Mirror Jade chaining to that, sending away Albion. Rukalos is banished. Chimera will draw 1, pop 2. Branded Lost will let them draw 1. Springgan's Kit. Use Springgan's Kit, summon itself. It'll summon, it'll add back Branded in red. Put a card back in the deck. Move to battle. Chimera swing over the Kaleido Heart. Kit swing over Rukalos, or Kit Kalos, and Mirror Jade swing over the Merlee. Player activates Branded in red, Mudora chaining. Mudora resolves. Branded in red, fizzle. During the end phase, Keldeo will banish itself. Spin back 3, that's disgusting. Ecclesia will use its effect, adding itself back to hand. Duelist A draws Cyberstein. Summon Stein, pay 5,000. Summon Kit Kalos. Kit Kalos add Rhinoheart. Kit Kalos target self. Summon back Rhinoheart from the grave, send self away. Rhinoheart on summon will activate. Kit Kalos sent away will activate. Mudora activate from the grave. Target 3 Ishizu cards. Mudora resolve. Kit Kalos resolve milling. Rhinoheart send away Havness. New chain. Havness was sent away. It will activate. Agito chaining. Kelback chaining as well. They might just mill the opponent out and pass. Yep, there goes everything. Then the final fusion from Havness's effect. Make Kaleido Heart. Kaleido Heart on summon. Target Mirror Jade. Merely was sent to graveyard. Its effect will activate. Do another fusion. Making Kit Kalos once more. Kaleido Heart bounce Mirror Jade. Aliber's effect will activate, summoning itself. Targeting Kit Kalos to negate. Pass turn. Duelist B has no cards left. They lose due to deck out. Here's disgusting. Sprite player. Not a Sprite Runic, actually. Opponent starts by pitching D Shifter. Summons Beautiful Princess to use its effect. Ash Blossom chaining to the Tuneful. Tuneful is negated. Duelist B, set card, pass. Duelist A, draw Runic Flashing Fire. And then Duelist A lost due to time limit. I'm going to say that they were a baby about getting D-shifted and just griefed the entire time. Another tier player. Opponent activates Reinforcement of the Army, adding ZS Ascended Sage. Summon the Sage, special summon out Arm Sage. Set a card. Make number 39 Utopia. Its effect will activate from the materials made from, adding Hyper Rank Up Magic Utopia Force. Utopia will then turn into Utopia Ray. Activates Utopia Force, targeting Utopia Ray. Make Utopia Dragonar. Use Dragonar's effect, detaching 2. I love this song. Make number 100 Numeron Dragon. The Temple Force will attach itself to the Numeron Dragon. Numeron Dragon will detach that, go up to 13,000 attack points. Pass turn to the opponent. Activates Destruct Potion, targeting the Numeron Dragon. Dragonair will chain. Dragonair will then summon number 43, Manipulator of Souls. Destruct Potion will pop the Numeron Dragon. Manipulator of Souls will then heal themselves for 13,000 and blow up the opponent for 13,000. That's what you get for playing tier. Should anyone happen to listen to playlists of my back-to-back watch and learns, and they're just hearing me grief about tier the entire time, get used to it. Lyrilusk, Punk, Sylvan, World Legacy, Sword Soul. What in God's name am I looking at? Opponent activates Upstart. Set summons Dinotherium. Activates Contract with Dawn 1000. Player draws Orbital Hydrolander. Activates Into the Void. Activates Pot of Desires. Sets 4 and passes. Activates Bad Reaction to Samochi. Player summons Lyrilusk Turquoise Warbler. Opponent will activate Try and Guess, declaring XZs. Sword Soul Auspice Chunyun will activate, tributing Turquoise Warbler. Summons itself. Try and Guess will activate with Bad Reaction to Samochi, dealing 3,000. Player activates the Path of Destruction, Paths of Destiny, and chains Trap Trick, sending away a gift card. Paths of Destiny has to do 2,000 thanks to Bad Direction to Samochi. Regardless of the coin flip. Both players take 2,000. Player summons Magma Dragon. Gift card is activated. Samochi burns for 3,000. I really wanted to know what Duel Speed was going to try to do, but they lost to Samochi Burnout. Another sprite. Summon the Swap Frog. Send away Ronin Totem. Special out Sprite Blue. Adding Sprite Jet. Special Jet. Add Starter. Activate Starter. Summon Carrot. Frog and Blue are then going to link together to make Elf. Elf effect. Target Frog. Summon it back. Frog was summoned. Send away a Swap Frog. Jet and Frog are then going to overlay, making Melfi of the Forest. Ronin Totem will banish Swap Frog, summon itself. Melfi of the Forest will detach a card, add Melfi Caddy, and phase. Special Melfi Caddy from hand. Not what I expected. Opponent's turn. Summons Dark Lord Nurse Rafflesia. Melfi Caddy's effect will activate with Sprite Elf Chaining. Elf summon Blue. Caddy returns itself, add Penny. Melfi of the Forest activate, targeting Nurse. Blue's on summon will activate. Penny's effect will activate because Melfi was returned to hand. Penny will summon. Sync together with Caddy. Make Herald of the Arclight. Blue will add Sprite Pixies. And then Duel Speed wins due to time limit. That's disappointing. Seems weird to me that the time limit wins make it into the watch and learn, or the Duel Live. You think that'd be something they could filter? All right, we got some kind of staller. Duelist A, full passing. Duelist B, draws. Activates Into the Void. Endymion. Activates Upstart, getting Pot Desires. Activates Pot Desires. Opponent activates D Shifter. Don't know how much that's going to matter. Also, that makes Triple Tactics live. Activates Upstart. Drawing again. Activate Triple Tactics. Drawing 2. Activates Mystical Institution. Activates Spell Power Mastery, adding Servant of Endymion. It's a counter. Mystical Institution will detach a counter, add Mystical Beast Jackal. Summon Jackal, set Servant in the scale. Activate Chicken Game. Use the Chicken Game, paying 1,000, adding Mystical Beast Master Cerberus. Set him in the scale. Jackal will detach a bunch of counters, send itself away, summoning Jackal King. Activate Swords of Concealing Light. More cards get counters. Servant of Endymion will detach counters to summon Master Endymion and summon itself. Master Cerberus will pop itself, add another Jackal King. Astrograph Sorcerer will activate, summoning itself because a pendulum was popped. Sets Endymion in the scale. Hey Nina, I'm doing alright. Sets another Jackal King in the scale. More counters are put up on the board, detaches a bunch, summons another Endymion Master of Magic. Pops Chicken Game and his own card. Swings with Endymion. Swings with Endymion. Swings Jackal King. And Astrograph for game. Endymion Pendulum over 10,000. Never been Pendulum summoned. Select my logins. And we will keep it going. Branded player. This one might get to play the game. They are going first. Activates Polymerization. Hard fusing Tragedy and Albaz. Making Lubellion. Lubellion effect. Pitching ad libitum. Tragedy's effect will chain to Lubellion. Tragedy adding Aluber. Lubellion returning itself and Fallen of Albaz to make Mirror Jade. Normal summon Aluber. Add Branded in red. My day's going all right. Starting on a new work schedule today, so I'm going to be going a bit later than I normally do in the day. Opponent activates Reasoning, declaring 2. Milling a lot of cards. We have that grass looks greener at home, I guess. I'm going to... There we go. Oh, they got Royal Magic Library. I see where this is going. Activates Runic Flashing Fire, targeting Mirror Jade. Branded in red will chain, targeting Ad Libitum. Ad Libitum goes back to hand. Branded in red then fuses Mirror Jade with Ad Libitum, making Masquerade. That's a smart choice given what your opponent's trying to do. Flashing Fire whiffs. Ad Libitum's effect will activate, targeting Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade comes back. Opponent activates Smiting Storm, summoning Gary. Burns for Masquerade. Gary attempts to return the Fountain. Burns for Masquerade. Mirror Jade leaves its effect. Goodbye, Magic Library. Fountain is returned. Activate Fountain. Burn for a bit. Player activates Card Destruction. Burn for a bit of that. Activates Upstart. Burn for more. Duel Speed has to skip their battle phase. During the end phase, Albion will let the player set Branded Banishment. Player activates Runic Destruction. That's the one. Popping the opponent's set Branded Banishment. Fountain will then return some cards. Runic player is at 3,800. Branded player activates Branded Fusion. Opponent activates Runic Golden Droplet. Banishes a few, lets them draw. Avernus and Albaz are sent away. Of course, Chillman found its way in here. Makes Lubellion. Lubellion's effect will activate, pitching Ad Libitum. Avernus' effect will activate Chaining. Masquerade will chain to the Runic Fountain activating. Runic Dispelling will activate. Burn for more thanks to Mask. Dispelling rips a card, banish some more. Cards are returned, draw a few. Avernus does a fusion with itself and ad libitum, making a second Masquerade. This is going to hurt a lot. Rebellion now does its fusion, fusing banished ad libitum and Avernus for the third Masquerade. Thespian Strategy effect will then activate, banishing itself, letting them set and then activate Despia Theater of the Branded. Hey, thanks for the follow. Uses that to fuse into Dragos Tepelia. One mask will swing over Jerry. Jerry's effect will then activate with all three Masquerades chaining. Pops one Masquerade. Swings again with Mirror Jade for game. Branded Masquerade Burnout beats Runic. Well, I'm disappointed in them for running a Tearlament card. I am proud of them for beating what I'm going to assume was some sort of Runic Turbo Draw. Oh god, Tearlament again. So this one running the Tech of Crystal Tortoise, Emerald Tortoise. Opponent summons Zeamin, uses its effect to add Foxy Tune. Foxy Tune will then use its effect, pitching itself, summoning Shirokusai. Shirokusai and Zeamin are then going to fuse thanks to Shirokusai's effect, making Rising Carp. Zeamin was sent away, will bump up Rising Carp, which doesn't matter. Rising Carp will tribute itself, summon a Wagon and Dear Note. Wagon adds Jam Session. Activate the Jam Session. Wagon and Dear Note are then going to sync together for Jam Dragon Drive. Jam Dragon Drive will use its effect. Dear Note will chain, targeting Shirakusai. Shirakusai comes back. Jam Dragon lets them add Madam Spider. Jam Session lets them draw a card. Jam Session will then banish Rising Carp. Summon Madam Spider. Madam Spider adds Nashiwari Surprise. Oh wow, they did not go into Psychic and Punisher. Sets 3 passes. Fires off a Max C immediately. Duel's B just blew up, so I'm going to assume this was a, once again, one due to time limit. That's a shame. I was looking forward to watching Punk that doesn't just do Pep Turbo. Even though Pep Turbo is very good. Under Patrol. Opponent activates Mystical Institution, activates Spell Power Mastery, adding Servant of Endymion. Sets Servant of Endymion in the scale. Activates Into the Void. Summons Magister of Endymion, activates Upstart Goblin. Institution will detach counters to add Mystical Beast Jackal. Set Jackal in the scale. Servant of Endymion will detach 3, summon Endymion the Mighty Master of Magic. Summon itself as well. More counters to put up. Magister and Servant are then going to link together for Heavy Metal Foes Electromite. Electromite will set Amorphage Sloth in the scale, then pop the Jackal, add Amorphage Sloth. Card was popped, so they will draw. Set Amorphage Sloth in the scale, set another Endymion in the scale, set 2, and pass. Opponent's turn. Activates Planet Patrol Shipyard. Pitching a Whitebeard, adding a Golden Hair. Whitebeard's effect will attempt to activate, but will be hit by Called By. Whitebeard is stopped by the Called By. Golden Hair will then activate, pitching another Whitebeard, summoning herself. Black Eyes will activate, targeting Whitebeard, but stopped by the second Called By. That hurts. However, now both Called Bys were used on the same card. That might mean something. Black Eyes is still special summoned, and then summons Red Hair. Golden Hair and Black Eyes link together to make Blackbeard. That's Redbeard, not Red Hair. Golden Hair will activate, pitching DD Crow, summoning it herself back. Blackbeard will target Golden Hair, summon Planet Patrol ship Brawn, and equip Golden Hair to it. Draws 1. Blackbeard punches over Electromite. Sets the card they drew, which is Imperm, setting it in the column of Mystical Institution. And during the opponent's standby phase, Amorphage Sloth gets rid of Endymion the Mighty Master of Magic. Player activates Magical Citadel of Endymion. Blackbeard will chain. Blackbeard summoning another patrol ship Brawn, equipping himself to it. Mystical Institution will detach counters, add back Mystical Beast Jackal. Summons Jackal. Redbeard will activate its effect with Imperm chaining. Imperm negating Jackal, turning off the institution. Redbeard summoning patrol ship. Which one is that? Mower. Player then Pendulum summons out the Endymion Mighty Master, who swings over the one patrol ship Brawn. Endymion passes turn back to Plunder Patrol. Draws Bluebeard. Mowork will pitch Bluebeard. Banish Endymion, adding Plunder Patrol Booty. Bluebeard will activate in response to itself being pitched. Plunder Patrol ship Brawn will chain, discarding another card in order to banish the other Mighty Master. Redbeard is added. Said that weird. And Golden Hair is added. They will use the shipyard, pitching Redbeard to add another Bluebeard to hand. Redbeard was pitched, so it will equip itself to Mower. Bluebeard will summon itself. And Golden Hair summon as well. Golden Hair swings over Jackal. Mower goes direct. And Brawn goes direct again for game. Plunder Patrol beats Endymion. I like that match. Two less frequently used decks actually going at each other. In the way they're designed to, I guess. Well, that's arguable how a deck is designed to be used versus how it's good to use it. Hey, Branded Tier. Tools B, full pass. Tools A, summon Alibur. Alibur hit by Imperm. Sets card, Alibur punches, and pass. Tools B, set 4 pass. That's curious. Draws Nemesis Corridor. Tools A, summon Marilee. Marilee is hit by Imperm as well. In the column with Alibur and their set card. Alibur and Marilee will both punch. They're not using any of their effects, but they are getting their opponent down below half already. Dual speed draws for turn. Full pass again. Curious. A second Nemesis Corridor. Player summons Havness, swings Alibur, swings Havness, swings Marilee for game. What were your other set cards? What are you trying to accomplish? Played 2 Imperms and that was it. Another tier, activate Scream. Sharon's effect will activate. Maxi chaining to Sharon. Maxi resolves. Good for you, Duel Stay. Sharon is summoned, pitching Mudora. Mills a few. Scream will activate. Kelbeck was milled, so it will mill more. Oh no, it's a tier mirror. Cards are milled by Scream as well. Marilee and Scream were milled, their effects will activate. Shaddoll Beast was milled, it will activate. Duelist A's Scream will activate. Duelist A firing off Mudora. Targeting 3 of Duelist B's. Duelist B, because Children players don't think, immediately firing off their Mudora. Mudora spin. Mudora spin. Duelist A Scream add crime. Duelist A's Beast let them draw. Duelist B Scream add crime. Marilee whiff. Player summons Mudora, overlays it with Sharon. Makes Abyss Dweller. You acknowledge if your deck can't do this one single thing, it doesn't function. Sets crime, passes. Player fires off Keldo, pitching Mudora. Abyss Dweller responds. Go on board, add Kelbeck, activate Scream. Discard King of the Swamp, adding Polymerization. Oh, they're just going to do it the old-fashioned way. Sharon will activate, summon Self, pitching Rhino Heart, sending away Squamata. Sharon swings at Abyss Dweller. Player fires off Mudora. Mudora is allowed to resolve. Abyss Dweller go bye-bye. Keldo go direct. Sets a back row. Keldo and Sharon then make their own Abyss Dweller. Pass turn. Player draws Diviner. Abyss Dweller will activate. Duelist B full pass. Duelist A fires off Abyss Dweller. Summons Havness. Scream will activate, milling a few. Havness was milled, so that one will activate. Makes Kit Kalos. Kit Kalos add Heartbeat. Activates Heartbeat, spinning away the opponent's Scream, pitching Agito. Agito was sent. I don't know, one of them was hit. Probably Sharon. Sharon does a fuse with itself. Tortoise and Rhino Heart making Kaleido Heart. Kaleido Heart spin the opponent's Crime. Activate Polymerization. Fusing Kit Kalos with Havness, making Dragostapelia. Lethal on board. Kit Kalos was sent to Graveyard, mill some more. Celik was milled. Add Mayor Lee. Keldo banish Self. Spin a couple of their own. You have Lethal on board. Curious. Activates Paralino. Add Sharon. You have Lethal on board. Swings Abyss Dweller. Swings Dragostapelia. Swing Kaleido Heart for game. Tier beats tier. Player activates Allure of Darkness. Banishing Fall of Albaz summons Aloof Lupine, sending away Thunder Dragon Dark and Dragon Matrix. Their effects will activate. Dragon Matrix adds Dragon Matrix. Dragon Roar, summon Dragon Dark. Dragon Dark and Aloof Lupine will then link together, make Frost Sheep. Dragon Dark will activate, or it won't because of Ash Blossom. Activates Thunder Dragon Fusion, fusing 3 Matrix, Roar, and Dark. 4 Thunder Dragon Titan in the zone Crush Sheeps. Point 2, that will activate, summon back Aloof Lupine. Oh no, they didn't use Crush Sheep's other effect. Makes a Verte Anaconda. Hang on a second. Oh no, they did. That's how they got back Aloof. I'm a fool. With Verte out, using its effect, sending away Branded Fusion. Fusing Verte with Fallen of Albaz to make Mirror Jade. I'm suspecting Nina Elton of bot behavior. Opponent fires off Kelbeck. Mirror Jade will respond by firing off its effect, getting rid of itself. Sending away Albion. Albion will let them add Branded Fusion. Thunder Dragon Dark player sets 1. And now passes. Here player draws Salik. Activate Scream. Summon Merely. Not daily, but a couple times a week. Scream will activate. Dragon Matrix will activate, targeting Titan. Titan's effect will activate. Titan pop Scream. Smart. Matrix give Titan a boost. Merely mill a few. Rhino Heart was hit, and Scream was sent to the graveyard. And Sharon is activating. Sharon will fuse itself with Mare Lee, making Kit Kalos. Scream will add another Celiac. Feels wrong. And Rhino Heart will summon itself and pitch 1. Now it makes sense. Kit Kalos will activate its effect. Celiac will chain. Rhino Heart's on summon will activate. Rhino Heart send away Sharon. Celiac was sent away, add Sharon. Kit Kalos, add Mare Lee. Use Kit Kalos' other effect. Target itself. Send self away, summon Merlee, mill a few. Havness was hit. Havness will then fuse itself with Rhino Heart and Sharon, making Kaleido Heart. Kaleido Heart will activate targeting Titan. Kaleido activates Super Polymerization. Fusing Titan with Merlee, making Dragostapelia. Kaleido Heart whiffs. Merlee was sent to graveyards. Her effect will activate, doing another fusion of herself and Kit Kelos, making Rukalos. Kelbeck goes to attack mode. Player activates Sharon's effect. Dragostapelia will put a Predaplant counter on Kaleido Heart. Sharon is on board. Heartbeat will activate. Targeting Crime. Crime is returned. Sharon and Kelbeck will then make Dark Tremor Gloomy. This is getting worse by the second. Target's Fallen of Albaz, summons it. Albaz will pitch Crime, fusing itself with Dragostapelia to make their own Dragostapelia. Swings the Dark, Dragostapelia, and Kaleido for game. Tier beats Thunder. Another tier. Player activates Pot of Desires, banish 10, draw 2. Activates Perform Pile Popper Up, taking 5,000 of their own. Trick Clown will summon itself back from the graveyard. Activates Dragon Shrine, sending away Destrudo. Summons another Trick Clown. Destrudo will target Clown, summon itself. Goes down to 1,000. Destrudo and Trick Clown will sync together. Make Deep Sea Prima Donna. Prima Donna and Trick Clown will then sync together. Oh. Make Pep. Prima Donna's effect will activate. Turning a banished card. Sets 1 and passes. Interesting. Activates Terraforming, adding Primeval Planet Paralino. Activate the Primeval Planet, adding Sharon. Use Sharon's effect, special summon self, pitching Merlee, milling a few. Scream was milled, Merlee was sent from hand. Kelbeck was sent. Agito was sent. This is disgusting. Banquet of Millions will activate. Banquet of Millions, banishing their entire extra deck and all but 2 from the opponents. Kelbeck mills, Agito mills, Merlee whiffs, Scream whiffs. Solik will add Rhino Heart. Uses Mudora. Put a few cards back. King of the Swamp is discarded to add Polymerization. Summons Rhino Heart. Rhino Heart send away Sharon. Rhino Heart and Sharon will make Time Thief Redoer. Sets card. Banquet of Millions will put cards back now. And Redoer will steal a card. Enters main phase. Activates Kaiser Coliseum. Solik will chain. Moving to battle, Pep will enter the battle phase, gain tech points equal to the difference in life points, and swing, dealing 8,100 damage. Pep Banquet beats tier. This Dragon Sword Soul. That's a weird choice. Duelist A, or Duelist B full pass. That makes sense. Duelist A, summon Royal Magic Library, activate Upstart. Excuse me. Activate Chicken Game. Use Chicken Game, draw a card. Set the scale with Enkamuf right. Royal Magic Library attach counters, draw a card, activate Double Summon, activate Cursed Bamboo Sword, putting it on the Royal Magic Library. Activate Pseudo Space over Chicken Game. Royal Magic Library, draw a card. Pseudo Space, banish Chicken Game, copy Chicken Game. Use Pseudo Chicken Game, draw a card. Activates Magical Citadel of Endymion. Activate Golden Bamboo Sword. Ash Blossom, now say no. Activates Broken Bamboo Sword. Magic Library detach counters, draw a card. Cursed Bamboo Sword, return Broken Bamboo Sword. Broken Bamboo to re-equip. Royal Magic Library, detach counters, draw a card. Activate a chicken game over the Royal Magical Citadel. Chicken game, draw a card. Activate pseudo space over chicken game. Use pseudo space, copy chicken game. Copy chicken game's effect, draw a card. Royal Magic Library, draw a card. Activate Upstart Goblin. Activate Magical Stone Excavation. Discarding 2. Returning the Golden Bamboo Sword to hand. Cursed Bamboo Sword, add another Golden Bamboo Sword. Activate Golden Bamboo Sword, drawing 2. Summon a second Royal Magic Library. Thanks to double summon, detach materials. Draw a card, activate Tune Table of Contents, adding Tune Table of Contents. Activate Tune Table of Contents, adding Tune Table of Contents. Activate Tune Table of Contents, adding Tune World. Detach 3, draw a card. Detach 3, draw a card. Activate Golden Bamboo Sword to draw 2. Activate Into the Void, drawing 1. Activate Golden Bamboo Sword, draw 2. And that is all 5 pieces of Exodia. Exodia, blah, 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 blah. Well, Exodia beat Sword Soul, who couldn't do anything on turn 1. I just dropped something on my desk. There's some other stuff I want to do today, and we've just passed over the hour mark. And ending on Exodia feels good for a Yu-Gi-Oh video. So, that's going to be the end of this video. You caught the stream, bot or otherwise. Thanks for watching. Catching the replay? Thanks for that too. And thanks for the follow, Emma. Bye.